Hi, this is Mark Abel, and I wanted to go over a few more Fisher and Frey insights that may be helpful to the close reading exercise. So, on the second page, it is essential to note here that increasing students' ability to read complex texts with discipline should not be misinterpreted as pass and pray. In essence, pass out hard books and pray for the best. As Allison 2002 stated, you can't learn much from books you can't read. In order to steadily build students' capacity for comprehending complex texts, teachers must carefully scaffold these reading experiences. As well, knowing the characteristics of a text and of the learner are critical to being able to accurately identify what a complex text is. So, what I wanted to emphasize here, I want to break that down. So, the first aspect of that is scaffolding. Okay, think of a building. You need to have a solid foundation before you can build the rest of the structure. In this case, that solid foundation consists of the context. In my case, I wanted to do W.E.B. Dubois, Souls of Black Folk. What is necessary context students might need to know? Well, W.E.B. Du Bois was a prominent African-American sociologist, and he butted heads with another major black leader, which was Booker T. Washington. Du Bois was influenced by Marx. He thought the capitalist order was exploitative of all workers, and especially black workers. Booker T. Washington was a pragmatist, almost in the John Dewey sense of let's just get blacks slightly better jobs. Can they be electricians? Can they be plumbers? Can they be carpenters? Can they be mechanics? At least we're getting them into higher wage areas where they're not as poor. So I would have that discussion about what types of thoughts Du Bois was having. How did that compare and contrast with the contemporaries of his era? I would also have to go over certain vocabulary words in the text. So I think the first part of scaffolding has got to be contextualization. The second part of scaffolding would be overviewing the vocabulary, making sure that students are cognizant of what different words mean. So then let's continue on in the Fisher and Frey. So they said there are specific elements that make a text complex. You go to the table of contents. It gives you a sense of what is contained in this text. Now, there are quantitative factors. That just means can be measured with numbers. And then there's qualitative factors. This has more to do with things we can't assess with numbers, but what type of content is involved? What type of meaning and purpose is involved? How is the text structured and organized? What visual supports are provided to help students to interpret the text? So here, I would say that some of the ELA, some of the literacy tables from Macmillan's course, I would reutilize those materials with my students. They put together different literacy charts. They're useful worksheets for doing read-alongs. And that would provide a good foundation with which to break down the content of the text. What's the main idea? Who are the main characters? What are the main themes? What is the vocabulary? Those Macmillan generated worksheets. She teaches adolescent literacy, one of our earlier courses in the program. I would ask for some of those worksheets from her if you don't already have those materials from completing that class. And I look forward to your comments. Thanks so much for the opportunity to break this down for you, and I look forward to your comments.